Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to find prime factorization and how to simplify fractions. Now, when we say prime numbers, what we're saying is it's actually a natural number that's actually greater than 1, but the factors of such natural number, let's say two smaller um, factors of that number would be smaller than the number. Two factors of that number would be smaller than the number. Smaller factors, I'm saying. Okay, so another way to put it is by saying that the number, a prime number, would be a number that's divisible by 1 and itself only. Okay, divisible by 1 and itself only. Okay, so by prime numbers, what remains? Numbers like 2, 3. As you can see, 2 is divisible by 1, right? And it's also divisible by itself and no other numbers. Okay, same thing for 3. So these two would work. But how about 4? 4 is divisible by 2, which is smaller than 4, and which is not 1. So 4 would not be a prime number. Okay? So this is how you identify prime numbers. Now let's do this together. Let me show you how to find prime factorization. Let's say you have a number like this one. You're like, let's say 40, for example. So if we have number 40, in order for us to find the prime factorization, we can just use a method called the tree method just to get the factors of 40. So I can split it into 2 and 20, because 2 times 20 is 40. Then can I break 2 down further? No. So I go with 20. You can still go 2 and 10. Then I go with 10 now, which is 2 and 5, okay? Therefore, the prime factorization would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. As you can see, if you do this multiplication right here, it must give you 40, okay? If you do 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, you must get 40. So this is what you call the prime factorization, okay? Let's try another one. Let's try something like 63. If we try 63, we know 63 is actually what? 9 times 7, right? So 63 is 9 times 7. Then I can still break 9 down into 3 and 3. So the prime factorization would be 3 times 3 times 7. Okay? So very, very easy to do. Let's see 1 or 2 more examples to make sure you get it. I'll pick 36, for example. So let's pick 36. And again, you do it the same way. Break it down. You can pick whatever the number that comes to your mind. For example, you may say, you know that 36 is what? Maybe you're thinking that it could be 6 times 6, for example. If that's what comes into your mind, that's fine. You can pick 6 times 6. Then you know you can break them down. So 6 would be 2 times 3 here. And 6 here, 2 times 3, right? Therefore, the factors would be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, okay? And when you multiply, you must get exactly what you had before, okay? So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, okay? All right, then let's try another one, like 200, for example, okay? So if we had 200, so what would you do? You could go as low as 2 times 100, okay? This is fine. Then you keep moving. Now, again, 2 times 50 to give you 100. Then you break 50 down into 2 times 25. Then 25 into 5 times 5. Okay? Therefore, you know the prime factorization would be 2 times 2 times 2, the prime factors, okay? Times 5 times 5. And again, when you multiply 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 5, you must get 200. Okay, so this is how you perform prime factorization. This is how you find the prime factors of numbers. All right, now how about how to reduce fractions? Well, you can actually find prime factorizations to reduce fractions. Okay, if they tell you to simplify and you have um, uh, even if you're adding or multiplying, subtracting, dividing fractions, you may have to simplify at the end. Let's say you have this right here. If you have 20 over 35, so 20 over 35, and you want to simplify this. So I'm gonna put simplify. So simplify 20 over 35. Well, it's 20 over 35, right? So 20 over 35. Now, one way you can do this, guys, is by, getting the prime factorization. Now, this is just to show you one method, right? So you can choose to get the prime factorization for 20. So I can put 20 right here. And I'll do the same way, 2 times 10, then 2 times 5. So prime factorization of 20 would be 2 times 2 times 5, which would be 20. Okay, how about 35? Well, we can do the same thing for 35. That would be 7 times 5, right? Because 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, then so I put 7 times 5 right here. Well, now all you gotta do is simplify or cancel out like terms, right? So like factors 0, 5, and 5 would be canceled out. So the remaining factors would be 2 and 2 on top, then 7 on the bottom. And 2 times 2 is 4, and 7 on the bottom. So it's 4 over 7. This is the fraction you have there in lowest form, in lowest terms, I'm saying, or in a more simplified form. Okay, so 4 over 7, 20 over 35 is the same as 4 over 7. This is simplified. So this is simplified. All right, so this is, you can actually use the prime factorization for numbers to simplify fractions. Obviously, most of the time you could just go by having this right here. Let me show you. 20 over 35, you could just use 5 for the top, so divide the top by 5, divide the bottom by 5, then you'll have 4 over 7, right? But this is you knowing your timetable, right? But if you're not that comfortable, you can actually go with the prime factorization. Now, this way you can't miss it. You cannot miss it because you will see the like factors and you would eliminate those factors. So that would be very easy for you to do. Okay. Another one we can try here would be, let's try this one here. Let's try 42 over 49. Let me erase. So we have 42 over 49. Okay, so again, you may want to get the prime factorization, the prime factors, right? Okay, you may want to get the prime factors. Now for 42, 42 is, if you want, you can break it down into 2 and what? 2 and 21, right? So 2 and 21. Then 2 and 21 can be broken down into what? 2 and 21. Now 2 is already a prime number, but how about 21? 21 is actually 3 times 7. Okay? Okay, so now 3 times 7 for 21. Now you know the prime factorization for 42, I'm saying. So it's 2 times 3 times 7 over 49, I'm saying, is 7 times 7. Can't be broken down further. So just 7 times 7. Okay? Now, 7 times 7. And we look for like factors. There's a 7 on top, 1 on the bottom, so I can eliminate 7. Therefore, it's 2 times 3 over 7. And 2 times 3 is what? 6. 6 over 7. So 6 over 7 is this fraction right here, simplified. 42 over 49, simplified. Okay? So remember how to find prime factorization, and once you get the prime factorization, you can actually simplify fractions. All right? Thank you.